What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I've decided I'm going to do a reaction. I'm going to start bringing reaction videos back. There has been a lot of stuff that I could react to and bring y'all that is still considered with the Monsterverse and monsters and titans and all that other cool stuff that we all enjoy. But today's video comes from us, or comes to us, my bad, is from Goji Center. Now, if you want to know anything about Godzilla or the other Titans, I recommend this channel. I've subscribed to this channel before. Well, I've been subscribed to the channel for a while, I should say. So, I'm sorry that I messed that up. But, like I said, if you want to know anything about that or other Titans or anything else that deals with Kaiju, Jurassic World, or anything like that, I recommend this channel. So, I'm not going to bore y'all anymore. We're going to start the video in 3, 2. Alright, fanboy warning. Alright. Alright, we're starting off where Godzilla stomped on Kong's chest. That menacing look he gives him. Oh my goodness.
What we are looking at right here is the moment when Godzilla defeated Kong in battle. But what if instead of letting him live, Godzilla did this?
Oh!
In this video, we will go over 3 moments in this film where Godzilla would have deleted Kong from the Monsterverse. We will go over a lot of details.
Shoot, we probably wouldn't even have a Monsterverse to continue if you don't know.
Make sure you subscribe to this channel, since almost 90% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet.
What is this? Are you people kidding me? What is this? How are you guys not subscribed to the Goji Center so far? What do you do with your lives? Where do you get your Kaiju information from?
Yeah, what he said.
Now, I'm going to pause the video right there, and I agree with him. I agree with that. So, I mean, if you don't show your support to the channel, how are they supposed to keep making content? Or bring us this awesome news and all this other stuff? Like, I mean, Goji Center, if you're watching this, don't worry. I am subscribed to your channel. I support your channel. And everything else. Alright, we're going to continue the video. But yeah, I remember who that was. That's Riot. He has his own gaming channel, and I'm a big fan of his. I've been a fan of his work on Ark and everything else he's done from when he first started years ago. So if you're watching this too, Riot, a big thumbs up to you. I'm a big fan of yours and Froggy Man and D-Mac and all of y'all others that does Ark. So we're going to jump back into this. I just wanted to give them all a shout out and a thumbs up for all their hard work and stuff they have done, and thanks to them I actually decided to do YouTube. So thank y'all for helping me and everything else, and one day hopefully I'll be able to do gaming videos too, because Ark is my favorite game to play, and hopefully one day I get to play with y'all guys if I get stuff going with the computer stuff. So I'm going to stop boring y'all. Let's get back to this video.
Goji Center now presents Godzilla vs. Kong without the plot armor. Method number 1.
Yeah, that plot armor is one thing that saved Kong up there.
GVK were the scenes where we witnessed the G-Men having a field day in the Tasman Sea. Right now, we're going to focus on this part. See how Godzilla wraps his tail around Kong's waist while dragging him down into the Tasman depths? Kong, being completely out of his element, stood absolutely no chance. To survive this scene, Kong relied on a supernatural phenomenon that throughout time has only seemed to favor film protagonists: plot armor. As Kong was getting dragged into the depths, the constricting effects of Godzilla's tail made it difficult for him to hold air inside his lungs. Granted, the massive size of his lungs made it possible for him to hold enough air to survive this long. Depth charges were dropped into the ocean and targeted Godzilla. These are anti-submarine weapons that emit a hydraulic shock to surrounding craft, and in this case, Godzilla and Kong. So in theory, these depth charges would have been more detrimental to Kong than the G-Man, knocking out his remaining oxygen and causing him.
That's what I would have thought. I would have thought it would have burnt or something to him.
To breathe air on the surface because of his hybrid nature. These gills allow Godzilla to thrive underwater. The reason why Godzilla would have dragged Kong this deep was because, if he escaped, he would have run out of oxygen before he reached the surface. Either way, Kong really should have died here. But we aren't done with the Tasman Sea just yet. Method number 2.
Number 2.
So right
what's
here,
number
we
2?
are witnessing the very first time Kong has seen Godzilla's atomic breath up close. So how on earth did Kong know to jump out of the boat whenever he saw this glow? How did he know this mesmerizing blue hue
Yeah, I
was
wanna know that
dangerous?
too. How did he know
We're going to
that?
go back in time to the events that happened before GVK. In the graphic novel Kingdom Kong, we saw Kong wander through an abandoned cave which housed a mosaic relief of this. This image of a Godzilla specimen killing a Kong, depicting the blue atomic breath that put this guy out of
Oh
commission.
yeah, that is in the
Kong
comic.
didn't
I
really
forgot
like
all
this
about
picture.
that.
Fast forward sometime later, he is now facing the same blue glow. His response? To get the hell out of there. Into where Godzilla fights better. A perfect checkmate.
Cannonball.
But what if Kong didn't jump off? According to this simulation, the results would have been fatal. Godzilla's atomic ray would have struck Kong underneath the groin and perforated through his lower body into his intestines and out the upper part of his torso. An atomic blast like this has been seen to dig a hole through the earth. So an aircraft carrier and a fur ball would have been relatively simple to impale. Kong's body would have been lifted with the force of the ray.
That wouldn't have been something, it would have been nothing. It would just went through it like paper.
Fortunately for Kong,
Not
this
even
moment
paper,
of
like
curiosity
butter.
while wandering through Skull Island's caves could have been the thing that saved his life. Real quick, make sure you check out
that
our
did
online
save
store to
his
grab one
life.
of these super cool Christmas sweaters. And there's a lot of other cool shirts and posters you can grab as well. Every dollar made here is reinvested into this channel. Okay, that's it. Method number 3. Let's quickly get us all up to
Three, all right,
speed
what's
with what
number
happened in Hong Kong. First, Godzilla is attracted by a familiar acoustic signal, blows a hole through the earth, Kong crawls out of it, they both smash things, Godzilla flips Kong, Ninja Monkey survives a game of intense laser tag, and then repeatedly disrespects Godzilla with stuff made out of his own species. So, as you can imagine, this guy is now pissed, and it shows, ultimately leading to this moment.
I hope everybody
Now,
else was
the
able to
official
follow that. That was just
novelization hints that
sped
Kong
food.
almost dared Godzilla to go ahead and finish him. This final act of defiance was probably something
I
Godzilla
didn't know
had
that.
never seen before. So the G-Man let him keep his dignity and let him die in peace, since he was going to die anyway. But what if Godzilla actually followed up with this dare? There are 2 ways this Godzilla could have finished Kong right here. Number 3A. If you paid close attention to how Godzilla finishes fights, you will know that the G-Man is a big fan of stomping his opponents. So much that even Mechagodzilla's AI seemed to grow fond of this maneuver.
He likes to
But back
stomp
to Kong.
on
If
his
Godzilla
opponents and
decided
crush
that Kong
them.
lived long enough, the G-Man would, in this scenario, lift up his leg and let his forward momentum do the dirty work. This would have been a quick death for Kong. The G-Man's leg would have flattened Kong's skull, splashing fluids and brains all over the surrounding rubble.
Oh!
Gia's mental sanity would have been shattered, along
All
with
that
her
blood
furry
all
friend.
over his
But
foot
there's
and
another
everything.
way this could have ended. Number 3B. Perhaps the most humiliating way to go in the Monsterverse would be the widely known kiss of death. This is where a Titan with a special ability blasts a projectile through the opponent's oral orifice. This results in immediate decapitation and consequently certain death. Back to this scene. In this scenario, Godzilla decides to humiliate his rival and blasts Kong in the face. These high temperatures would quickly burn through Kong's outer layers of flesh, revealing a burnt skull underneath. This would be painful in the first couple of seconds, but then quickly turn into third-degree burns. In some cases, third-degree burns cannot even be felt due to the damage.
I doubt there would be any burns. I think that would just
At this
melt
point,
the
Kong is
top bar
already
of his
dead,
face
and
right off in
Godzilla
an instant.
victorious. Here's something you might not have already known, and this is confirmed by the director Adam Wingard himself. This fight was not even close, and very unfair. Why? On paper, Godzilla's build and special abilities are the prime reason why Godzilla was able to outmatch Kong. In the film commentary, Adam Wingard reveals different aspects of the fight between these two monsters, suggesting that Godzilla was literally toying with Kong in the beginning for his own entertainment. It was stated that Godzilla was so in control the entire time that he was 100% certain that he would be the victor. This, however, drastically changed when Kong inflicted a massive blow to Godzilla. This wasn't about him getting injured, this was about ego. Which is why the G-Man went apeshit on Kong and ended this fight quickly. Are there other moments in this film where Godzilla could have killed Kong?
He
Make
had
sure
his
you put
ego
them in the
sent
comments
back
below
at him.
and tell us which one was your favorite. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and support us by getting yourself geared up for Christmas with some awesome items and merch. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
All right. Go and close that. But my goodness, the 4 ways Godzilla could have ended the fight, or not ended, but killed Kong in the movie. Well, it says 3, but 3 had 2 parts, so I guess that's why they say 4. But my goodness, was that the last 2 was so messy. Stomped on his face would have hurt first, and then it would have just ended it. The atomic breath to the face, since that breath went through the ship, well, the aircraft carrier, I know what it's called, so I figured I should just say the name, and through the earth. I do not think he would have had 3rd-degree burns or anything. I think that would just completely melted his face right off. But I could be wrong. They did all the research. They know what they're talking about. So I'm going to just counsel my comment right there and say that he would have 3rd-degree burns and it would just kill him. But my goodness, man, just man. But that is what they are right. That is what saved Kong through all of this, was the plot armor. As at first Kong being pulled down to the bottom of the ocean, being wrapped around with Godzilla's tail. You would have thought the tail, since it was constricting him and squeezing him, he would have lost his air. But time for him to get out of there. But those death charges, they should. I kind of would have thought they would have done something. Maybe that's why Kong, when he got up on the boat, he just kind of fell on his back and everything. It wasn't swimming up. It could have been just that, to being blasted and everything with that. Because you got to think about it, death charges go off when they hit the target. Godzilla was below Kong, so wouldn't those have just hit hit Kong and not Godzilla? Because, unless they were hitting the ground and they were going into a trench, if those things hit the ground, wouldn't that have buried Kong and Godzilla under it? See, that I just thought about that. As even when it was showing them swimming down at the beginning, it shows Godzilla and Kong going down into a trench. Even in the movie, they're going down a trench. Death charges would have hit the walls and buried them under with it, and Kong couldn't have gotten out. Or it would hit Kong like on his face, his arms, or something, because his hand, Godzilla's tail's wrapped around here on his chest, dragging him down. And all he had was like his arms and stuff swaying and hitting the tail, being dragged. So wouldn't that have hit Kong and not the walls? Or somehow something doesn't add up, and I guess that's why we are not supposed to think about it. Because it's not going to do nothing but be plot armor for. Godzilla being buried. That's fine. He breathes underwater. He can survive. He'll unbury himself with an atomic blast, or he would just find a tunnel or somewhere down the trench line, or find a tunnel and go through the hollow earth and just pop out somewhere else. He would be fine. Kong, on the other hand, would just be buried or drowned. Or just had part of him being blown up and had some of that, had sharks and different stuff coming after him because of the blood. But, man, I guess that's why we ain't supposed to think about stuff like that, because it'll really mess you up, because I never thought about that until just now saying that. Then it was like, oh crud, I forgot what the second one was now. Drowning. Oh, shoot. Either way, Kong would plot armor saved him. But I did not know that. I thought when Godzilla pinned Kong down, I thought maybe he felt like it wasn't worth him killing him because he felt his heart when he stomped on his chest and probably cracked or broke a couple ribs. He felt Kong's heartbeat while he had his massive foot pressed up against him, and he could feel like the heartbeat going through, and that's why Godzilla just walked away. He saw he was already done. He was done. He was worn out. It wasn't worth him finishing it. He had something else he was hunting. That's what I thought. I did not know. I did not know Kong was about to dare Godzilla to finish it or anything. I mean, he had his good arm. I'm surprised he did not just try and clock him in the face again while he was roaring in his face. He turned the roar right back, showing that he was not beaten yet. That's what I thought. But apparently, my thoughts were wrong, or else I could be right there in the middle ground of half right, half wrong. It's just an opinion. We all know that these are giant monsters. We can guess what they're thinking at the time, but it all depends on the director and how they did it and everything else. But as far as I know, the movie was awesome to me. I enjoyed the whole movie and everything, and I'm glad. But I'm glad Godzilla did not kill Kong, because if he would have, we probably would not have the MonsterVerse continuing because of some other stuff with Godzilla going back, or the licensing and stuff for Godzilla. And Kong could still make other movies. I know there was something about somewhere, or something was said about another movie called Son of Kong, The Hollow Earth, or something like that. I'm not sure how true. I know I heard about it. I've seen stuff about it. But we don't know how far that might be from now. But if Godzilla will have won and Kong will have died, even at the end after fighting Mechagodzilla, and Kong will have collapsed and not fade away, but his spirit left him, like he just passed on after the fight. We probably would not have no MonsterVerse unless somebody came up with another monster to continue it somehow. But I'm glad Kong did not die. I'm glad what happened came to pass. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, I recommend y'all go check out Goji Center and everything. Like I said at the beginning, I am already subscribed. If y'all watching this, I am subscribed to y'all's channel. I love y'all's content and love the work that y'all do and everything else. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video now. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody enjoyed the video. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.